Good morning, friends. Am I on? I think I'm on. It's Pastor Kelley with you, and for Gracethoughts 3.5, coming to you from my my Gracethoughts 3.5 51 studio, 51 Super Bowl 51 studio. I have an old Super Bowl champ hat on here, just one I threw on. I have so many to choose from. I just took an old one from one of our previous Super Bowl victories. Hey, we've been talking about the justice of God. Yesterday we talked about the parentheses, Genesis 1 and 2, Revelation 21 and 22. In between there is life. In between there is a fallen world, and in between there is where misjustice takes place. And talking about this issue of God's justice, a few things I want to bring out quickly because we have 3.5 minutes. First of all, not everything bad that happens to you is misjust. Good morning, Chris. Good to see you online, man. I can't see you, but you can see me. Sometimes it's our own bad decisions. I mean, let's be honest. If we're talking about the misjustice of God, or I should say the misjust things, talking about the justice of God that happens in our life, sometimes we just make bad choices, and those bad choices cause bad things in our life, and we like to maybe point the finger someplace on why these bad things happen to me, because when the reality is these bad things have come upon me because of this. I just have made bad choices. I've chosen wrongly. I've chosen selfishly. I've chosen self-preservation, and the results of that have not been good. Now, with that said, there is misjustice. There is suffering that God allows us to go through that for a purpose beyond what we understand, for a purpose beyond, we might not even see it. Sometimes we get a glimpse, see it this side of life, this side of Genesis, Revelation 21 and 22. We don't often see it. Let me read you these verses. We don't have much time left. For God is 1 Peter 2, verse 19. For God is pleased with you. It's talking about slaves when you know what is right and patiently endure unfair treatment. Of course, you get no credit for being patient if you're beaten for doing wrong. But if you suffer for doing good and you endure it patiently, God is pleased with you. For God called you to do good, even if it means suffering, just as Christ suffered. So God has said He's pleased with us when we endure, and I love that word endure. It's a word that's meant a lot to me. We find it in patiently endure in Hebrews 10:35 and 36. It's when we suffer unjustly. Life happens, the inexplicable happens, we endure. That's what we've just been asked to do by Peter. We go through it. We don't necessarily understand it. We can't validate it in any way. We can't pull out what good is coming out of it. We don't see any good coming out of it. But we endure, in a sense, in Jesus' name, and it says in that God is pleased. I hope you have a great day today. Go Patriots, and I'll see you tomorrow at about the same time. Bless you. Bye.